Now the title of this video is going to be, why do I walk every day in retirement? And the simple answer would be because I can. That wasn't always the case. So just to be clear, right now I am as fit as a fiddle. But back in 2013, my health got a punch in the face. So it was October. Family come over to visit from England. We were showing them the sights around Vancouver. I was doing a lot of walking. Then they went home and I went back to work. Come on, let's go. My legs started getting really stiff. And I just put it down to, like, I've done a lot of walking. My legs should be stiff. And then it got stiffer and stiffer. And one day I'm walking to work and I could hardly put my foot up onto the curb. It's like, you know what? Something's wrong here. Things continued for the next couple of days where I was getting more achy, and the aches were more painful, and it was getting worse. Until one day, I went to get up to go to work in the morning, and I couldn't even get out of bed. My joints, my knees, my shoulders, everything. Like, I had to call in sick, and I never call in sick. I could literally hardly get out of bed, and I was in pain. So I went to the doctor. I was having trouble getting in and out of the truck. Standing and sitting down in the waiting room. Went in to see the doctor, told her my symptoms, and she's just like looked at me, said, "How old are you?" 54. Why? She said, "Because you're presenting all the symptoms of polymyalgia rheumatica." Polymyalgia rheumatica. But I was only 54. And she's saying that people don't usually get that until they're in their 70s or 80s or later. So we've done some tests. So results come back. Yes, it's confirmed I have polymyalgia rheumatica. Never heard of it. What is it? It is basically the immune system in your body thinks your body is under attack and it's fighting back. Trouble is, it's fighting back against itself. So all your joints are incredibly painful. The worst symptoms are in the morning after you've slept, and it can wear off during the day, or it cannot wear off during the day, and it ain't going to go away anytime soon. So what do we do? Well, Prednisone. Now, Prednisone is a wonder drug. Before it kicked in though, then a few days, I remember my son had a soccer game. Walking from the car to the field, it was a snail's pace. You get to the bleachers, I can't lift my legs. I have to stand and watch, which is fine, but you know, I'm aching like you wouldn't believe. And I'm watching all these guys running around playing university soccer, and I'm thinking, oh, man, health is so important. What is Prednisone? It's a type of steroid, and basically it turns off your immune system. So now your immune system's turned off, you're not being attacked. Literally within a few days, your body goes back to normal, but you have no immune system. So I go back to work, probably off only for a couple of weeks. I'm feeling a huge sigh of relief, even though I know that I have no immune system, and if I got sick, yeah, I'd be a lot sicker than I should have been. And I thought, you know what? They say I was on a really high dose of Prednisone. They wean you off of it over time, and they're saying like in 6 months you'll probably be off of it and you will be, well, I say cured, but it's always going to be in your system. It can always come back. Remember that. So what next? Now I would say 3-4 months later maybe, I noticed my hands starting to really ache. I was still on Prednisone. Doses was still pretty decent. So what's going on with my hands? Now I've got aching hands. I go see a specialist, and he thinks that I have the onset of rheumatoid arthritis in both hands. Whether this is connected to polymyalgia, like that brought it on. He's not sure, but so what he decides is best for me is to take a drug called methotrexate. Methotrexate? I think so you say it. You can get it in pill form or you can get it in liquid form, and liquid is better, so that was what we went with. So liquid form of methotrexate is not drank, it is injected. Now, I've never injected myself in my life, and I guess if you're not diabetic, not many of you have. So every Friday, once a week, after work when I got home, I would get the syringe and you'd inject yourself in your stomach. And you get used to it after a while. But the thing is, as soon as I had it in my system, I almost felt nauseous immediately. I couldn't do anything. So literally I'd come home, I'd have dinner, I'd go into the washroom, inject myself in my stomach and go to bed because I just felt sick. That went on for a while. After a couple of months of injecting myself every Friday, I'd had enough. I didn't feel my hands were getting worse, but I was feeling pretty bad. And my stomach was just, even now, I touch my stomach, when I press it in, I feel all these bumps under the surface. I'm assuming it's scars from the jabs that I've been giving myself. And yeah, I just said to the guy, that's it, I'm done. I'm not taking it anymore. Eventually, the dose of prednisone I was taking was minimal, it was almost not worth taking. And it came to a point where the doctor said, after this course of pills, stop it, see how it goes. I was feeling great. You know, it's just the immune system, right, weren't there. And there was that day where that was the last pill. I'm done. It's finished. So, prednisone is finished. I'm not injecting myself anymore. I'm feeling good. My immune system's back. I have my health. One thing I didn't appreciate before this health shock was the importance of health. Now, I realize that personally, if I don't have my health, my life is only half as good as it should be. So I will do everything in my power to maintain a healthy body, healthy mind, and enjoy my life to the fullest. Now I've got my health back, my whole attitude changes. I'm 54 years old. It made me think about my later years. When I retire, I was thinking, I want to retire and I want to have fun. I've always been active. So it almost kick-started everything again. I become more active. I went on more hikes. I rode my bike more. I worked out, kayaked, paddleboarded. So then come the decision, do I want to work until I drop, or do I want to retire as soon as possible while I have my health? So my goal was to retire before I was 65. So I had about 10 years. After about 4 or 5 years, we crunched the numbers and it was possible. I could actually gradually retire. So I went from 5 days a week to 4 days a week. Done that for 2 years. And then from 4 days a week to 3 days a week. Done that for 2 years. And then in September of 2023, I pulled the plug and I retired. So, health. It's the most important thing in life. Your health, your family's health. Do your best to maintain it, improve it. And now you know why I walk every day. Thanks for watching. See you next video.